All right, hey everybody, it is Tony and I am back. I have four TTMs for you today, two football returns and two baseball returns. Gonna get started with one of the football returns first, and it comes from the heart and soul of the Cowboys defense, and it is Bill Bates. If I remember correctly, it has been a number of years since I've read Jimmy Johnson's book, but Jimmy, I believe, spent a number of pages on how much he respects Bill Bates and how much he meant to the Cowboys defense there during their championship run and even during those lean years where the Cowboys were basically tanking to get great picks, um, especially trading away Herschel Walker and doing all that magic that Jimmy Johnson did during that trade. But highly respected, Bill Bates is highly respected. Didn't play in one of the Super Bowls. I believe it was the 52-17 blowout win over the Bills. I believe that was a Super Bowl that he missed because he was on injured reserve, but did play and did get some tackles in the other two Super Bowls. We're going to get to the next one, and it comes from Junior Kennedy, light hitting utility infielder, outfielder Junior Kennedy. Junior Kennedy came up in 74 and then was sent down to the minor leagues until 1978 or so. So he basically rotted away for a few years in the Reds minor league system and then was sent to the Cubs in 83, 82, 83, something like that. But Junior Kennedy's first base hit came in 1974. Leading off the top of the ninth inning was George Foster, then followed by Kennedy, and then batting third that in the order that, or in the top of the ninth inning that day was Joe Morgan, and rounded out with Pete Rose. So that's a heck of a sandwich there for Junior Kennedy. George Foster, between George Foster and Joe Morgan. Obviously Morgan a Hall of Famer, George Foster a Hall of really gosh darn gooder, and well, Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame, whether, the gambling, whatever. Not here for debate on that one, but very happy to get Junior Kennedy. Trying to find a Junior Kennedy Cubs card. Unfortunately, couldn't find one. Still, a lot of my cards are still in storage. So I found what I could find and just sent two Reds cards. On to the next one. It's back to the football field. And it comes from should be Hall of Famer Sean Landeta. Played for many, many seasons, over 20 years between five teams. He's an all-decades punter for the 80s and the 90s, and I know the Hall of Fame voters don't like to put in punters and kickers, but come on, Hall of Fame voters. I mean, especially for this Proline Portraits card, I mean, he should be alone in the Hall of Fame alone for that picture with that beautiful porn stash. He must not have made enough money playing football during that time, so he had to do other ventures in the off season, and porn was it. By the way, I did not send that Proline Portraits card to him. I sent a Pro Set card, and he sent back that Proline Portraits card. So I guess I get a chance to make fun of it. So if you get a Pro Set card, that's mine. I'll send you your Proline Portraits porno card. We're going to move on from Sean Landeta next. And it is not easy for me to say. And it is Dave Martinez, the Washington Nationals manager. Won a World Series with the Nats, but after that World Series, the Nats began the sell-off, trading away prize talent for whatever they could get, minor leaguers, and they seem to be on the right track, but I think they're still a pretty bad baseball team. I saw them earlier this year when I was back in D.C. in May, and quite frankly, they looked terrible. And, I mean, they were playing the Tigers, and the Tigers aren't very good either. But very happy to get Dave Martinez back. He actually interviewed for the Cubs managerial job before Joe Madden got it. I think that was in 2012 or maybe it was 2014. Between Dale Swaim got it in 2012 and then Rick Renteria got it in 2014. Can't remember which time he interviewed for the job, but maybe it's probably a good thing because the 2012 Cubs sucked, and 2014 Cubs were getting better, but might not have been the right guy for the job. But if the Cubs are looking for another manager after this season, David Ross needs to go. Wouldn't be upset if the Cubs got Dave Martinez as their manager going forward. I think he's pretty solid. And record doesn't mean anything with the Nats, especially since they have done a sell-off and they've been bad the last few years. So those are my TTMs. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one. Bye-bye.